Who did you enjoy playing against the most? Who did you always
Player
think?
or team?
Player. I know, but you could probably say Everton because that's the team you scored the most against, right? But player-wise,
You know what? I always like playing against the slowest defenders.
Richard Dunn. First
Nah,
thing that popped in my head was Richard Dunn.
No, he was good. I'm trying to think. I remember I had a good game against Gary Caldwell. Remember him?
Yeah.
I remember we played Wigan at home, and I don't know what their coach had taught them, but he played a high line. Honestly, I had the game, I had the time of my life. It was like a kid in a candy shop, you know, like leaving space in behind for a fast striker.
Yeah.
I was just like running in behind. I scored one. I had loads more chances. I just think when you're playing against defenders that lack pace, even now when I'm watching the Premiership, I'm looking at some things and I'm like, I would love to be playing against him. I'd love to be playing against him. You know, like, because especially like, for, like obviously I followed Arsenal, but I look at Arsenal's defence and I'm like, wow, I would love to be playing against Arsenal every week. I'll get top goal scorer of the season.
Yeah.
Like some Mustafi.
Yeah.
The Greek defender.
Socrates.
Yeah, Socrates, David Luiz, Chambers. I'm just looking at them and I'm like, that's what fast strikers must look at Arsenal now. You know, Vardy's and Rashford must be thinking like, wow, I can't wait to play against these. You know, like Abrahams, and because you look and you think, okay, I'm going to get a goal today. That's what I used to be like, I'm going to score today because he's slow. Younger, you get the ball, play this one because he's slow. And back then, teams didn't really high line, low line. It was sort of just someone was spacing behind.
What about John Terry? Because he was never known for pace, particularly as he got older.
I didn't like playing against John because he didn't leave himself exposed. So, you know, some defenders will leave that space in behind. He wouldn't. So he was clever. Some defenders are not very clever like that. So even if he was playing against me, for instance, he wouldn't leave space in behind, or he'd like elbow you off the ball, or, you know, like physical. And as well, he had the likes of Makalele, Essien in front of him, you
Carvalho
know. Like,
next to him.
do you know what I mean? He had like Ashley Cole there, and when you're playing against these sort of top teams, you don't probably throw as much players forward.
Yeah.
You know? So John Terry was a tough one to play against, very tough.
Has there been any player that surprised you with how they were off the pitch and that they were so extremely nice or funny or whatever, as opposed to how they were on the pitch?
Yeah, there's probably been a few, like especially some that I played against. You see them on the pitch. So even like, I've asked a few people, like even when I played with Scott Brown in
Scott Brown, he's psychotic on the pitch.
In the Celtic, the Petrov game.
You mean the
and
Tomlinson incident?
And the Milner game. Yeah. But even playing with him, he's a joker. Is he? Yeah, he's not serious or a hard man or anything like that. But on the pitch he is. But off the pitch he's like a happy guy, laughing. Like, he's not the same person at all to what he's on it. Does that make sense? He's the total opposite. But we must get on the pitch and think, I've got the Celtic colours on now. I'm the hard man. I'm the centre midfielder. I'm the hard man. I'm going to be that man on the pitch. When I leave it, I'm the joker. Probably maybe he's the prankster or the guy making the jokes and stuff.